If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling depressed, hopefully this video will cheer you up. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in Vietnam. Let's check it out. We've actually come here on a pretty nice day at the back end of January. The waves are still pretty strong though because it's been windy over the past number of days. In fact, the past number of weeks, I believe there was a storm here at one point, but you wouldn't think so. Look at how beautiful this beach is. So we're just gonna have a little wander along the beach, along the coastal road or beachfront, however you want to put it. And I'm going to take you through a relaxing journey that is My Khe Beach, Vietnam. So as you can see right there, we have a lot of them, a lot of these little, well, I wouldn't call them machines, but exercise apparatuses. We have quite a lot of them, and obviously they are free to use, and you'll often see a lot of locals using them because gyms are expensive. I mean, look at this thing. This works your chest, doesn't it? Aren't they called tricep dips or chest dips? I'm not sure. Anyway, if you know what that is, you can let me know. I used to go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in ages, actually. I've been a bit lazy. But yeah, we've got little benches here that you can just like park your ass on. And if you want to have a little rest after a walk along the beach, you can. And there's loads of hotels along here. It's such a nice day. I think if I went sunbathing though on that beach, I'd be absolutely crisped. If you are like a gym buff, a fitness fanatic, this is a fantastic place to go for a jog. I'm not sure if I picked it up just there, but someone just ran past. And after breakfast this morning, I saw quite a number of people running along this beach. And over there is Lady Pagoda. It's quite cool. You can go over there, and it's actually quite a big area. There's like temples over there. It's a bit of a tourist trap, I guess, but it's not expensive. It actually attracts a lot of tours, a lot of tours. And there's quite like a number of things to do in danang, and that is one of them. So if you go to like a hotel, it'll be advertised. Sunja Peninsula, it's called. But yeah, I'm walking along the beach now, recording. Hopefully I don't catch somebody with the top off. And by somebody, I mean a woman. But yeah, as you can see, the waves are quite choppy. Last week, I was in Wang Nai, and Blumeneck, the waves were really strong. And we went for some food on the beach, and it was just us there. And there was like other little restaurant huts, if you will, little huts that they sell food on at the beach. And the water kind of like swamped these huts. They were like underwater, more or less. So I'm guessing they only sell in the summer. So I hope you're enjoying this beach tour so far. I decided to come away from the hotels for a bit and just show you what's like on the beach. It's really busy. Yesterday there was nobody on the beach because the weather wasn't so good. If you go to Sunja Peninsula, you can actually go scuba diving over there. There's like an area of corals where you can scuba and look down, and it's quite pretty. Some big hotels, huh? And there's a lifeguard doing his job. And at this time of the day, you will not see many or any Vietnamese people because they don't really like being out in the sun at this time. But in the evening, damn, this beach will be jam-packed, full of Vietnamese. And then you've got my white horse joining in with them. Yeah, it's really hard to not take any inappropriate shots of people. So I'm trying to avoid that sort of thing. If I see somebody with a bat out, turn away. But actually, I think it might be frowned upon on this beach. Yeah, they got volleyball nets over there. Playing volleyball. Some people working out. And the beach, the sand is so smooth, so clear. There's no stones, no pebbles, just nice, clear sand. I don't know how people can work out in this heat though, it is hot. I think some people like to do it just for the experience of like working out in a tropical environment. Do it once, never do it again. Yeah, and there's a sign here saying no swimming. No swimming, so it must be quite dangerous to swim in this section of the beach. But it also could be because there's no lifeguards on duty around here. The lifeguards are like further up there. Or it could be because the water is not safe. But you should never disrespect a sign. If it says no swimming, do not swim. Yeah, this place is quite nice. It's quite decent. It's a Lounge Beach. It's called Lounge Beach Restaurant and Bar. It's quite nice. This one, however, has seen better days. I mean, you see the state of the stonework on this, and it makes you wonder if the water happens to come all the way up here. It probably does. Look at that. Look at the stains. Stains on the wall. Marks, perhaps, from where the water has come right up. Vietnam is prone to floods. Here we have some typical basket boats. Yeah, you'll often see those in the village, and people will go fishing. There's quite a lot of them. There's one there as well. I have steered one of these before. It's not easy. You just go around in a circle. I did it one time and I just kept going around and around and around in a circle. And after about 10 minutes, I got the hang of it and I started going straight. But it's really fun. In Hoi An, you can pay money and someone can take you around in one of those. This is like a tour bus car park. There's loads of them. You'll see them in a minute. Loads of tour buses. These restaurants are very popular because they do epic seafood and because obviously it's by the beach. People think it's fresh, and it probably is. How much is that? Look at that. 1,400,000 for a barbecue combo. How much is that? £40 perhaps? I'm not so sure. I'm really bad at converting. Yeah, check this out. Fresh seafood. Extremely fresh. You can't get any fresher than this unless you like go out there into the ocean and pick it up and eat it right there. Look at this. I'm not even sure what those are. Yeah, we have some crabs in here. We have Bobby the crab wanting to get out. Oh, look at these. A game, what's that? Look at this thing. My knowledge on fish is poor. I don't like eating fish. Now look at these. Some guy there eyeing up the fish. There's some more over here as well. Let's have a quick look. And here's another runner. Fair play to them though. Like, I wish I could do that in this heat. In fact, I wish I could just run all together. I'm so lazy these days. Look at the size of this bad boy. Wow. My God, look at the size of those. I bet those cost quite a bit of money. Look at these ones down here. Yeah, I'm very ignorant when it comes to fish because I don't really eat it. So I can't tell you what is what, to be honest. Yeah, look at the size of this. Absolutely huge. Look at my neck. I've got to be hungry to eat that. Yeah, if you've never seen what it's like to order fish in Vietnam, well, this is it. You rock up to the restaurant. Yeah, you say, I want him. I want John the fish. And then they pick it out of the tank, take it to the kitchen, and that's the last of John. Or Bob. Or Betty. Oh, look at that. We've got a stingray. Look at my neck. A stingray. Look at that. I wonder if he's still got his stinger on. It's huge. I best keep away from that. Look at his tail's coming towards me. That is absolutely crazy. Look at him just sitting there. Wow. If it's alive in Vietnam, they will eat it. Maybe it tastes good, I don't know. Maybe it does. I've got to admit though, I do like fish and chips in the UK. And as you can see here, they've got some Vietnamese New Year decorations, quite cool. They've got like a tree over there. I don't know if I'm be able to go in this restaurant without being asked to sit down. It's quite nice, isn't it? Some hearts. And over there, we've got like a kumquat tree, I think it is, and it's got like lucky money on there. And has it got lucky money? Oh no, it's lanterns. Sorry, lanterns. But people do put lucky money packets on there, and then you go and pick a packet and try your luck and see how much money you get in there. Wow, it's so pretty. I'm gonna just walk along here. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get asked if I want to sit down. But yeah, what a view. Wow, look at this view. Boom. Look at it. Sitting here, eating your fish, eating John, eating Bob, eating Betty, and enjoying this view. Absolutely magical. It's like paradise. And they've even got an aquarium inside here as well. I'm guessing these ones are not for sale. Oh, this is quite a nice restaurant, but also very expensive. I guess the closer you get to the actual ocean, the more expensive things are. So I suppose if you had a restaurant in the ocean, you'd need to remortgage your house to actually buy a fish. Of course, I'm joking, it's not that bad. In the UK, however, if you wanted to eat lobster or a fish that size, you would have to remortgage your house. Oh, copyright. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm gonna have to edit this out. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, check out this. Combo, 4 packs, 4 people. Looks quite decent, I guess, if you really enjoy fish. But 1,550,000, what's that? Well, 1 million is about 26, 27 pound. So it's about 30 odd pound, perhaps. Getting on for 40 pound, which isn't bad. You know, if it's gonna fill up 4 people, it's not bad at all, is it really? Oh, it looks like they're building another restaurant. I think if my dad ever came to Vietnam, which I don't think he would because of his health, but I think he would absolutely love the seafood restaurants here because you like seafood. Look at that place, SO Beach. Sorry, Esco Beach, not SO Beach, Esco Beach. It's quite nice. You've got to give them credit, yeah. Like every place, well not every place, but a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, they put a lot of effort into attracting people. Yeah, they've got some Vietnamese lanterns, which are quite cool. Indiana Beach Restaurant, this is called. Oh no, it's not. It's got 2 names. Nazar. This is really nice as well, look at that. Obviously you wouldn't want to stay out here during the day because you'd be crisped, but in the evening this would be so romantic. It really would. Oh, the typical shoe seller there, or shall I say the fake croc seller. Oh, there's one of those taxis that you can order and get around Vietnam in. San SM. Wow, this is quite a nice place as well. This is Happy New Year 2026. Obviously in the Western community, we've had our New Year. But in Vietnam and in China, they haven't. They have it in February this year. Every year it is a bit different. Sometimes it's in January, sometimes it's in February. But yeah, we're back to the beach. This restaurant has a lift going up, sorry. Hiring a bike's quite a nice little idea along here. It's all flat. It is a bit bumpy though, but it's not too bumpy to the point where you can't ride a bicycle. Hoi An, people often ride bikes. Hoi An's like the next town over. I don't think it's a city. It's a town, and it's quite a cool place to hire a bicycle. More of those exercise machines. Yeah, there's a hotel just over there. It's called the Stella Hotel. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it so well, but it's just there. And it's only about £50 a night, more or less, or maybe £60 a night. But it looks really nice on Booking.com. It's in a prime location. Come straight out of the hotel and you've got this view. But of course there are others along this beachfront that you can check out. Every single one of them are in a good location. It says Danang Beach. I'm trying not to take a video of people taking pictures. Not because I don't think they are good to be in my video, but because I don't think they would appreciate that. But it's really difficult because it's quite busy around here. Well, it's not really busy, but it's quite busy. And also, like, the weather's bearable, as opposed to like coming here in like May and June, where you literally peel the clothes off your body. Right now, it's nice. There's a nice little breeze. I think February is probably the best time to come actually. Right now it's like the end of January, so I classify it as Feb. Yep, some coconut trees there. Risking your life every time you go under one of those. From when I lived here, I didn't really appreciate the beach as much as I should have done. I was just working too much. And sometimes you don't need to work so much. You need time for yourself. You need time to enjoy. You need time to spend time with your family, friends. You don't need to constantly work and to try and make money, because at the end of the day, all of that money will be gone and you will be gone, and I don't want to regret not doing things that I want to do. Try not to catch that runner on video, watching these titties jiggle up and down. This is quite a nice hotel. What's the name? Is it the Tureen? The Tureen Hotel. I went up there one time for some drinks. It was in the evening, but you couldn't see anything out of the window upstairs because it was pitch black out here. Yeah, these little chairs that you can see knocking about. Yeah, these sun loungers, should I say. They are, obviously you have to pay for them. I don't know how much they are because I've never actually sat there. I'm not sure if you can just buy a drink and sit down there or what. I mean, it's possible. In the past I did sit on some, not in this section of the beach, but a different section, and I had to pay, I think it was like 10 or 15,000 VND, which is not much at all. So yeah, if you wanted to sit on them, don't be worried too much about cost. They might try and rip you off, but it's still not going to be a lot of money. So Highland Coffee's over there. And Highland Coffee is probably the most famous coffee shop in Vietnam. It's kind of like a Vietnamese version of Starbucks. It is a little bit pricey, I guess, but it's still not expensive. I mean, for a coffee, it's like 45 in there, and I think it's 45. And in like a local coffee shop, it's like 15,000. So if I was a local person, if I was Vietnamese, I know which one I would choose. But the coffee is good. I did have a few coffees from there since I've been in Vietnam again, and they were nice. But look at this beach, man. Yeah, you know, if you're having a bad day, if you're having a stressful day, I hope this video has made you a little bit happier. Just taking you away from the reality of work, stress, life, and just coming to the beach with me and just enjoying the beach. Yeah, unfortunately, when I get back to the UK, I'm probably also going to be in that same boat. Stress, work, bills. But I try to find ways to, I try and find my happy place. And I guess this is my happy place. I hope you enjoy it too. There's some really nice hotels along here. There used to be a spa along here too. And we'll walk past it in a minute, but it's now, I'm not sure what it is actually. I think it might be a bar. I've never been in. Like I'm not much for going to bars, or like I'm not much for going to nightclubs, or I used to enjoy going to bars and nightclubs and stuff, but now I'm just like I'm more interested in going on adventures, exploring new places, just living life instead of filling my gut with alcohol. I do like a beer, I must admit. I like going to the shop and buying a couple of beers, but I'm not a raging alcoholic. I do enjoy a whiskey, I do enjoy a vodka, but I don't drink a lot. Yeah. This is a very popular place for runners. So anyway, let's have a little look at this place. I'm not going to go across the road, but as you can see, it's right there. It's called Bar Club and KTV Restaurant. So it says up there massage and spa, so maybe it's still quite similar to what it was. And they've got like Heineken, you know, you wouldn't expect that in a spa. Heineken sign. And it's got like Koto Club and it leads upstairs, so I'm not too sure. It used to be like a tourist attraction where you'd go and you would have like mud baths and spas and that sort of thing. I never went, but I wish I had actually. Maybe it wasn't busy, maybe that's why it changed. So yeah, you can see this road is quite busy. There's more cars now than what there used to be. Wow, look at the waves. Let's go back onto the beach. Get away from that busy road. I don't want to record people sunbathing. I think if I go behind them, I should be fine. Oh, hello. In other words, he's saying hello, but in reality, he's saying, do you want a drink? Do you want a sun lounger? Actually, I wouldn't mind a drink, to be fair. But I'm gonna walk further along here and end the video and grab a drink. There's a resort called Furama Resort, and I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna do a little video on that place as well because it's actually quite impressive. And I might see if I can get a drink while I'm there. Yeah, the waves are quite strong today. Oh, I don't want to get wet because I've got trainers on. There's another one of those flags. No swimming. There's probably like an undercurrent or something. And they don't want people to swim there because it's dangerous. It's really busy. And there's a right gathering over here. I wonder what's going on. You see them, there's like loads of people gathering over there. Maybe they're catching fish? No, I'm joking. Something's going on. Oh no, this guy's doing something. The lifeguard here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, it's all, I think it's an Indian group. Oh, going for a swim right now would be actually quite nice. Hope someone's got their baps out. Obviously I didn't record that. You know, if she happened to look on YouTube one day and saw her, you know, baps dangling about the shot, wouldn't be very nice, would it? Right. You know, sometimes I just like to make jokes. Just to make the video less serious, a bit lighthearted and relatively enjoyable, I guess. Yeah. I'll check this out. The water's right up to them sun lounges. And also you can do surfing here. I think it's a bit rough for today, like. Yeah, surfing lessons. It's not bad, about 200,000. It's quite funny, they give massages here as well. What a service, what a service. I think I might stop here and get a drink. Check it out. Well, walk continues. I went to get a drink there and they were like, you can't order right now. Don't know what happened. Maybe there's some kind of technical issue with their till system or something. I'm not sure, but look at this. It's open like 24 hours. Surely that can't be true. I mean, it might be. Except for, what time is it? Except for 12:30 on a Friday afternoon. It's open 24/7 except 12:30 on a Friday afternoon. Maybe that 24/7 sign is just a sign there as a way of adding extra oomph to their shop. But here's another one. Oh, and they're all set for Tet holiday, Vietnamese New Year. Look at that. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Got loads of decorations up. And they've got gifts here. But I don't think Vietnamese people receive gifts. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they get like certain gifts, like food, maybe. Yeah, it's quite nice. Tet holiday. Vietnamese like to drink, so they've got wine here as well, huh? I might get a drink here. Yeah, so check out this view. I've just ordered a beer. I did say that I don't drink much, which I don't, but I've ordered a beer. Oh, yeah, great, thank you. Thanks a lot. And it arrived, yeah, so this was 70,000. How much is that? 70,000? £2.10 maybe? Oh, that's good. They did have smaller beers as well. I'm guessing it's a half pint. But I mean, honestly, £2 odd for this view. You can't complain. San Miguel, that's what I got. San Miguel. They had like other beers advertised on the menu. Well, like cans, small cans, are like 80,000. I was like, oh, I don't want that. Look at this view and this beer. Cheers. Yeah, so this place was decent. £2 for a beer. Well, $1.98 to be exact. I worked out the conversion rate as I was sitting there having that beer. But yeah, £2 for an absolute cracking view. Fantastic. I just realised that my microphone wasn't turned back on. Never mind. So we are going to continue and walk along the beach. I hope you've enjoyed this little ride so far. The goal of this video is not to do anything shocking, not to try and grab your attention by something that's false, but it's just to show you the beauty that is Danang Beach, My Khe Beach, and for you to step out of your stressful world and come on a relaxing journey with me. So this beach actually has a couple of names. My Khe Beach and My An Beach. There it is, My An Beach. I'm not sure why they have two separate names, but they do. Yeah, check out this place. We've got happy hour here. 8 till 6, I think it is. And you buy 3 beers and you get 1 free. I did that like last week. And it's safe to say I was a little bit tipsy afterwards because I hadn't eaten anything. And I wasn't planning on doing that. But I wanted to experience just sitting by the beach and just chilling out and just take in the atmosphere, soak it all in, and just enjoy the moment. And it came to like 120,000 for like the 3 beers, which is what, about £4? So yeah, they've got like a little burger joint here as well. Ah, it's called the Pasta House. But they've got burgers and pasta. And there's more hotels over there. And if you can see in the distance, there's construction happening right over there. Construction's happening all over the city, really. They're building hotels constantly. It just goes to show how popular this place is. When I arrived here, like in 2014, there weren't all that many foreigners. God, this beach is jam-packed. Look at it. Absolutely heaving. There weren't all that many foreigners, believe it or not. And when you'd walk down the beach, locals would just look at you as if you were an alien. But now, the beach is jam-packed with Westerners. It's improved, it's developed a lot in 10 years. Well, 11 years now, isn't it? But no, it's not. My God, it's 12 years. It's 2016 now. But wow. And as you can see right there, we've got showers as well, which is quite good. Back further along the beach, there is a little area where locals go, and they take their bikes to park up, and they pay like a small fee to park their bike up, and they have like little lockers over there and showers, and they have like a trough. That's quite nice. But they have like a trough area where you can go and you can wash off the sand from your feet, from your body, and also have a quick wash, I suppose, once you're done swimming. And also have showers as well. This is also quite a nice place. I've not stopped here though. Mia. So you pronounce it Maya? Maya? God, the beach is so beautiful, isn't it? So pretty. The beach is so busy. Got some more surfboards over there. Yeah, you see some dudes with the shirt off. I should really get my sexy body out. So yeah, we're nearly to the end of this stretch of the beach. But what people don't realize, especially tourists, is that there are two beaches, two like big long stretch of beaches in Danang. This one is obviously the busy one, and the other one, which is not as busy. In fact, it's quiet in comparison. It's very localized, the other one actually, but it's really long. I think it's longer than this one. And they are like building over there like new hotels, and they've got like beach side bars as well. Not many of them, but they've got like a couple of like makeshift bars where you can go and sit there on the beach and enjoy a beer. But over here, we've got like a hotel here, which is called Holiday Beach, and it actually used to be Really nice. And then they extended it to like that over there was the original one, and this one is the extension. And I don't think it doesn't look all that nice. And they used to have like an area where they would host every Saturday they hosted a barbecue night, like a buffet barbecue night, and it was really good. And I went there twice and it was fantastic. I don't know if they still do it. I think they still have the pool. Let's go and check it out. Or they may have like a smaller sized pool. I'm not sure. I've not actually had a look. But it's not as nice, I don't think, as it was. Let's try and get across this road though. Oh God, this is busy. It's like buses and everything. Buses, cars, vans, people carriers. We'll try and get across this road. They've got a tunnel here which you can go down, but they are doing work down there, so I don't really want to go down there. There's like builders down there. Actually, in the past there were shops down there. Right, so I'm gonna try and get across this road. I'm not sure if I'm gonna succeed, to be honest, because there's just too many buses. I don't mind playing chicken with a bike, even a car with a bus. I don't really fancy that. Oh, here's a break, here's a break. Let's try and get across this road. Yeah, that wasn't so bad now, was it? I thought it was going to be worse than that. So yeah, let's have a look at this hotel. Holiday Beach. Now here, I think it costs £50 or £60 a night, which isn't so bad. Right now it's like this area. I think it's an opportunity to attract people. People just walking by. It's called Pool Bar and Bistro, The Waves. So yeah, actually it doesn't look so bad once you get up close. Look at it. Actually, it doesn't look so bad, although, I don't know, maybe the bar isn't open because of the time of the year. I'm not sure, but I don't remember what the pool was like previously. It was quite a long time ago, maybe like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. There were cool little dolphins there. But yeah, they used to have seats all around here. This area wasn't here. This area was like a performance area from what I can remember, because they had like street performers performing while we were having the barbecue. And it was really nice. But actually it's not so bad. But again, I think the extension to this hotel has created like a huge shadow. It has created a huge shadow over this pool. Too much shade. So if you're wanting to have a swim and get a bit of sun, some of it is masked by this building. Perhaps when the sun moves over, the sun might, it might open up a bit more, but yeah. I'm guessing you can't just swim, you must have to like buy a drink or pay or something. I don't know, maybe you can just get a drink and then swim. Yeah, I just realised that the waitress was standing by the bar, watching me. Maybe she was thinking, is he gonna swim? I don't know how it works. Right, let's continue the beach walk. We're actually nearly towards the end of the beach now. And further up, there is a massive seafood restaurant, which I'm going to hopefully show you. But I've got to try and get across this road. This beachfront road has become kind of like the main road, I guess. And it's very easy to get around if you're going to go around the outside of the city as opposed to through the middle. Right, I need to try and get across this road. Bikes are easy to dodge past, but when it comes to trucks and vans and cars and buses, it's a bit harder. Well, we made it. So yeah, we're gonna go towards this seafood restaurant, and we're gonna end the video there. It's only a couple of yards up here, but I hope you've enjoyed this little walk along the beach. I've showed you quite a bit of it. Obviously there's more if you go in the opposite direction. It's less touristy, going towards Sunja Mountain. Sunja Peninsula as it's called. There's a cracking resort on that mountain. Sunja Peninsula Resort. It's quite cool. Haven't been there though because it's out my price range. But yeah, here, it's like, I've never seen this open. Maybe it is open, maybe I just haven't come here when it's open. It's like a karaoke place and bar, and it looks quite cool. But actually looking at the top, it doesn't look like that's been open for years. Okay, so here we are at this fish restaurant place. Again, all of the fresh fish. But actually, it's not as jam-packed as it used to be. It used to be the place to go for Korean people. I used to see them here quite often. Wow. Look at them. And they also have a scale as well, which reminds me of the water park. I got weird before I went on one of the rides. Look at them trying to talk to me. Look at them. Look at these things. Wow, look at the size of that. It's a huge crab. I definitely wouldn't want to put my fingers in there. Yeah, like looking at those fish, it reminds me of like someone who would be on death row, you know? You get put into a tank and you've got like a certain period of time left before your life is ended. Well, that's what it feels like when you look at the poor fish. This is one of those places I was talking about where locals would come here on their bike, park up, pay a small fee, use the facilities like the shower over there, the trough. You can't see it so well, but there's like a little trough over there, surrounded by showers. And you also have some lockers, well, some changing rooms as well. I think it's mainly open in the evening because that's when the locals come out because they don't really like the sun that much. Oh, it looks like we can get in here. Okay, so we're gonna walk in here, and then we're gonna end the video with a nice, beautiful shot of the ocean. So yeah, they do drinks usually in these types of places as well. So you go for a swim, you come out and you get a drink. But yeah, let's have a look here. So we've got the showers, which you can rinse yourself off in. And then you've got the changing rooms over here, which looks like they've seen better days. And they've got showers in here as well. And here is the trough I was talking about. So they also wash themselves in here. If the water fills up, I guess maybe they do it at a certain point of the day, and then people come and get cleaned after they've been for a swim. Although, does this one look like it's full? Oh, there's some water in here. There we go. The trough. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this walk along the beach. Please give a like and subscribe and leave a comment, and tell me what you think of the beach in Danang, My Khe Beach. How beautiful.